In the future, humans stop aging at the age of 25. However, there is a cruel rule that governs their lives. Time is everything. Each person has a countdown clock on their wrist, showing how much time they have left. Time is used as currency. They must work to earn more time or face death when their clock runs out. This man's name is Will Salas. He works in a factory. Every morning before work, he always buys a cup of coffee. To pay for it, he must use his lifetime. After that, he heads back to work. On the way, he sees someone die because their time has run out. Watching this, Will realizes he doesn't want to share the same fate. That day, he works harder than ever, determined to earn more time. After finishing his shift, he receives his payment in hours of life. But the amount is far less than expected. It turns out the government has raised the tax on time that day. Will is forced to accept the little time he's given. After work, he goes to a bar, where he meets a man who has 100 years left on his clock. Will approaches him, warning that flaunting such a large amount of time is dangerous. It could cost him his life. Not long after, a gang of time thieves storm into the bar. Will's friend urges him to leave, but he refuses. He wants to protect the man with 100 years. The thieves plan to steal his time through an arm wrestling game, where the loser must surrender all of their time. Before the contest begins, the man excuses himself to the restroom. In the restroom, Will knocks the thief unconscious and escapes with the man through the back door. Enraged, the thief orders his men to chase them. They run as fast as they can, finally hiding in an abandoned building. The two of them decide to stay there until it's safe. But Will only has 18 hours left. The man offers him some of his time, but Will refuses. Instead, he asks Will, "If you had as much time as I do, what would you do with it?" Without hesitation, Will answers that he would use it wisely. The next morning, while Will is still asleep, his fate changes. The man secretly transfers 116 years to Will before committing suicide, leaving only 5 minutes for himself. When Will wakes up, he is shocked to see more than a century glowing on his wrist. Will searches for the man, but only finds a message urging him not to waste the time he's been given. Soon after, the man is discovered dead. The authorities accuse Will of stealing the years, and he quickly becomes a fugitive. In his struggle, Will finds an ally in a beautiful young woman. Together, they fight against the unfair system, determined to bring down the monopoly of time that forces millions to die young. They begin carrying out a series of time heists, redistributing stolen hours to the poor people who once had only a few hours left to live.